as you're saying, this journey of our life is a continual one, and when we must prepare ourselves to leave here, before, preferably before this body disposes. And if you haven't fully prepared yourself, what do you do when you leave out the body? How do you know how to leave outside of this creation?
Your awareness knows where it's going, don't it? That's what Duane says. Your awareness knows where it is, where it needs to go. So, yeah.
Okay.
I suspect it's that.
Even here in the physical, how do you know where to go?
Yeah, if you haven't fully prepared yourself and you haven't fully been having the experiences of leaving the body and going to the real side, on a regular. I do know that, like you say, don't go into the light. don't believe the light revealed. I do know that, but if you haven't been very familiar with leaving the body and experiencing being on the real side, what pointers could you look for? But as you said, your real awareness will know. Yeah.
Yeah, and again, like in the physical, where do you know? How do you know where to go? Where to go? I mean, if you're hungry, you go to the store, right? There's, you just like go where you go. Where you decide to go. So again, make a decision. Phyllis here says curiosity. That's another angle too. You're curious, so you take the chance, take the risk, and go to a place where you are not familiar. It's unknown to you. It's wide open, really. Again, you don't have to limit yourself. You have choices, free will, and you can go where you want, if you know it exists. These positions.
Well, as I kind of heard once before, that once you don't go into the tunnel, don't go into the reincarnation tunnel, that brings you back, to just continue to look up, and you will see some other lights, and just continue to go towards those lights until you do go into the, to the, what do you call it, the deep dark border, and then from there, like as you say, if your intentions are right and you are, as pure as you, have been preparing yourself to be pure, then you'll be fortunate to, have a guide to come in, to guide you, to come and meet you and guide you, knowing that you don't want to go, not going back, trying to go back to the creation, into the thing. But yes, thank you.
And I'd say wherever you are, you're now. So you're not really going anywhere, but you take on different viewpoints. So whether you're here or there or wherever, you're now. It's a matter of like just being with yourself and being, sincere and know your intent, and you'll be okay. The real guides are always around us, so they're in a way protecting us or, guiding us, educating us, and helping us through this process.
This is a cool little subject, and it's very important for people. And over the years and lifetimes, we've got many stories. We've either ourselves we've experienced this, or we've heard stories and others have experienced it, etc. The passing over, the death idea, where are you going? If you're spiritual, it's this or that, or it's a place, or it's a heaven, if you believe, and all these stories, okay? All these stories. Well, there's something better. There really is, that has not been seen. And so simply learn to be now. Just be now, and learn to see the isness life is and stand real with it. and you will see everything and you will be okay. In other words, this is how you really prepare yourself. And yes, the idea is like you're saying, Lawrence, oh, you look up, you look here, whatever, up and down and all that, that's struggle. It's easy to fall, hard to climb, etc. No, there is no up and down. There's no left and right. These are places. The reality life is an isness. It's already complete. It's not from here to there. It's an isness. So you decide your experience. If you want to go here to there in a place, better, worse, or whatever, that's your choice. Or you learn to recognize the isness life is. You don't need to. You don't need to do any of that. And nothing touches you. You're already there. Learn to recognize where you already is. And so forget this reincarnation and passing over and this and that, whatever, or I want to leave the body and I want to get here and there. Well, again, you're the decider. And I've seen it too. I've seen people pass over. One of them was Harold's wife, Marjorie. I knew them very well in the physical. Yeah, she was the great higher initiate and all this stuff like that. Well, saw her on the real side when she passed over. She had some light around her. It was the astral light of knowledge. Many people would think, oh, she had the real light. No, she had the light of knowledge, and that soon dissipated like a fog when the sun comes out, and the reptilians came and took her away, because it's all reptilians. But she didn't see them as reptilians, because they're shapeshifters. I saw them, but she didn't. I have witnesses too. And she went with them because they look like ordinary people or her friends. Yes, it gets very, very real. You know, again, when I took the Rod of Power in 2001, Paul and ReBISAR gave it to me. I was shown I was to present the is. And then in 07 with the new wave, it became the all is. The all isness. And the three letters are very important because the cabal here takes everything and distorts it. One of the things they've distorted is the money symbol. It's an S with a line through it. That was is. Now it's money. They distort everything. That's why I went to the three letters. And this is where people, and what they do is they get their minions to make fun of that. But those that see it on the real side, ReBISAR and Paul will confirm it. They will confirm everything. So, yeah, you learn to recognize the isness, you will be okay. But if you want to play around with all this other old foo-foo stuff, then you have made your choice, and that's where you're going to go, and you're going to wonder where you're at. Have fun. Go ahead.
Thank you so much for that, Duane. Thank you. I do remember you talking about Marjorie too, and all those talks. Thank you.